Hey everyone, in this video we will see how to draw the projections of a solid which is inclined to both the horizontal plane and vertical plane. Let's see the problem. A hexagonal prism, side of base 20 mm and axis 70 mm is resting on an edge of base on horizontal plane inclined at 40 degree to the vertical plane with its axis inclined at 60 degree to the horizontal plane. Draw the projections of the solids. Let's see how it is done. Let's assume this is the hexagonal prism with a base edge length 20 mm and height 70 mm. Let's also assume that the table on which the prism rests is a horizontal plane and the white background is the vertical plane. At this position, the prism rests on one of its end faces, so the axis is perpendicular to horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. In this problem, at the final position, the prism axis is inclined to both the planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. To solve such problems, we start from simple position like this one. Axis parallel to vertical plane and perpendicular to horizontal plane. Then draw the front view and top view. Then we have to tilt the solid parallel to one plane, making it inclined to the other plane. Then draw the front view and top view at the second position. In the last step, we have to tilt the solid parallel to the second plane, making it inclined to the other plane. Then draw the front view and top view. So drawing in this manner will result in 6 views, 3 front views and 3 top views. So now we start from this position. In this position, the front view look like this one, and the top view look like this one. Note that the two side faces are parallel to vertical plane. From this position, if you try to tilt the prism parallel to vertical plane, the axis become inclined 60 degree to the horizontal plane as given in the problem. However, note that the prism rests on one of its base corners, not on edge. Let's try another position like this one. Note that the two side faces are now perpendicular to vertical plane. The front view look like this one and the top view look like this one. Let's try to tilt the prism. Parallel to VP and make the axis inclined at a 60 degree to horizontal plane like this. Note that now the solid rests on horizontal plane on one of its base edges as mentioned in the problem. Okay. Now if you tilt the solid such that this base edge on which the prism rests makes an angle 40 degree with the vertical plane. Okay. So how we draw these views we will discuss in next section. Now let's start drawing the projection of the prism. So let's start by drawing the reference line, which is drawn as a thin line and marked by XY as shown here. And then we have to draw the top view of the symbol position. The top view will look something like this. So you can see that there are two parallel edges which are perpendicular to the reference plane. So these two edges are perpendicular to the reference line. Because in the symbol position, the face containing those edges are perpendicular to the vertical plane. So to draw this top view, you can start drawing these two edges equally inclined with the reference line XY, so that the other two edges will be perpendicular to the XY line. Okay. And the dimension of this top view is 20 mm. You can name this top view starting from bottom left corner as small letter A, then B, C, D, E and F. So this is the naming of the top face of the prism, only the top face of the prism. Then from this top view you can draw projector lines. These are the projector lines towards the reference line, and then complete the front view. We know that the height of the axis is 70 millimeter. So you will see front view as a rectangle as shown here. When we look from the front, you can see three edges. Okay, three edges. From when you look from this direction, you can see that edge containing the corner B. Okay, the edge containing corner. This is the edge containing corner B. So you can see this edge also. Apart from outer edge, this edge also can be seen. Then you can complete the entire naming. You can name the bottom face starting from G, H, I, J, K, L, and these are given in bracket because you cannot see these corners from looking from the top. So in top view, G, H, I, J, K, L are given in brackets. So the front view can also be named when you look from this direction, you can see B in the top face, and then behind B there is E. Okay, so when naming the top face in front view, there is B, then bracket E. So B dash bracket E dash. So you can then start the second projection by tilting the front view 60 degree. Okay, so now the axis is inclined 60 degree to the horizontal plane. Axis is 60 degree inclined to the horizontal plane. So the dimension of this second front view is same as that of the first front view. Only difference is it is inclined 60 degree to the reference line. Okay, so now the axis is inclined 60 degree to the reference. Now you have to draw projector lines from all corner points of this front view, and then extend the top view of the first drawing. Okay, so you will get many intersection points, and from this intersection point you have to complete the drawing. Okay, for example, there is a G and L. Okay, from the front view and from the top view there is L here. Okay, L here, and this is the point L. So the intersection point is here, so that will be L. That intersection point will be L, so we will name it as L1. And from the other top view you can see G is here, so this will be the position of G1. Okay, so similarly you can name all the other points and join the points to get the top view, second top view. Okay, so when we draw this top view, when we look from top, you can see this face. Okay, so you have to use thick lines to complete that face. Okay, and also when we look from this direction, these edges can also be seen. Okay, these four edges can be seen. So 1, 2 and 3, and these four edges can be seen. So all those edges are thick line, but the bottom face cannot be seen. So the other three lines are marked as dashed lines. These three lines are thick lines. These three lines are thick lines because we can see the edges from top, but these bottom three edges are dashed lines because we cannot see them. And then we have to mark the axis. So this is the bottom center point and this is the top center point, and if you draw a chain line connecting these 2 points, you will get the axis. Now you have to tilt the top view. Okay, tilt the top view because now the prism rests on this Ji edge. Okay, Ji edge is the edge on which the prism rests. So as in the problem, the edge shall be inclined 40 degree to the reference line. So you have to redraw the top view with the Ij, the edge Ij inclined 40 degree to the reference line. Okay, and then draw projectile lines from all the corner points towards the top, and previous front view, from the previous front view you draw the projectile lines like this. Okay, now how will you find the intersection points? For example, in the previous front view, we have J and J dash, J1 dash and L dash. So and from the tilted top view, we have G, intersection point is G here, and L also be located. Okay, this is the point of L. So similarly, all other points can be located. All other points can be located using the same methods. Okay, and name them accordingly. Now you have to draw the front view. Okay, so you can always draw thick lines for the outer edge. Through these outer edges you can draw thick lines, because the outer edges can be always be visible. Okay, you can draw thick lines through these outer edges, and in looking from top, you can see the face. Okay, so that end face can be use thick lines, and there are two more edges which can also be seen. Okay, so this end face you can see, but the bottom face you cannot see. Okay, so you have to use thin lines to complete the dashed lines to complete the bottom face, and there are two other edges which cannot be seen, so you can use dashed lines to complete to draw those edges. Now you have to draw the axis. So from this top view, draw two projectile lines. This is a bottom center point and a top center point. You will get 2 points. If you join these 2 points with a chain line, you will get the axis. Okay, this is the axis. So this is the completed projection of the prism given in the problem. Okay.